Hola, Nerdzoic Nerdbunker.
Hello, I need to speak with Big Nerdy immediately.
Is that the shadowy Hasbro overlords again? Tell him I'm in the shower.
No, he in shower, no available.
What? Well, can I leave a message?
No.
Listen, you tell him that Hasbro called, and we don't want to hear any more worst of lists.
Okay, I tell him we need more lemon pledge.
Boone, Consuela, I think now is the perfect time to make that worst MCU sets video we were talking about. Let's do this. What's up, everybody? My name is Matt, often called Big Nerdy. You are the NWO, the Nerd World Order, and this is Nerdzoic. You guys know I love my toys. I love action figures that connect me to my childhood, that help me escape reality. It's what I love to do. But I also love appreciating just how bad some of them can be. It's definitely a contradiction, because I don't like being negative, but I definitely enjoy roasting me some action figures. This Worst Of countdown is based only on MCU figures and only on box sets. As always, this top 10 list is based on your votes, but I will include my pick for each one as well. Coming in at number 10 is the Tony Stark and Iron Man Mark 1 2-pack. This was released in 2019 as part of that whole MCU 10-year anniversary set, and you can actually pick it up for a pretty cheap price these days. The Mark 1 looks cool, like seriously, I would like to get my hands on that, but that Tony Stark figure, they got the goatee right. That's the nicest thing I can say. Otherwise, it looks like Joe Generic. Seriously, you could swap out a sweater vest on him and he could join the Mean Street Posse. Last time I came across the Mark 1, I did notice, sure, looks great, but the articulation, little to pretty much non-existent. It's like me at yoga. It just doesn't bend. My pick for number 10 might be controversial, but it's the Captain America Peggy Carter 2-pack because, let's just say it doesn't do Haley Atwell any justice. Coming in at number 9 is the Star-Lord and Ego 2-pack. This was released in 2017. I think it was an Entertainment Earth exclusive. It might have been a Comic-Con exclusive. I can't quite get clarification, and frankly, I don't remember. This is based on Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which featured Kurt Russell as Ego. Ego looks great, and I love me some Kurt Russell. And you really have to love all the accessories that Ego came with, including an alternate head and that's it. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Meanwhile, Star-Lord's on the other end of the spectrum. He comes with some pretty decent amount of accessories, but it doesn't look like Star-Lord. I mean, maybe if you had like a bigger chin and some hair, it could be like a really young Ron Perlman. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but it's certainly not Chris Pratt. My pick for number 9 is the aforementioned Iron Man Mark 1 and Tony Stark 2-pack. Coming in at number 8 is the Thor and Valkyrie 2-pack, released in 2017 as a Target exclusive. This is based on the Thor Ragnarok movie, which is by far my favorite Thor movie. I'm gonna be honest, I don't get this at all. I think this is a fantastic set. The face scans on both Thor and Valkyrie look really good. I don't know what you guys are talking about here. If you want to nitpick, you can say that his sword, the Heimdall sword, I mean, it's like plasticky 1983 He-Man color, so it looks, well, crappy, but that's a pretty big nitpick there. Now, Big Nerdy's pick for number 8, this one makes more sense. I have the Age of Ultron 4-pack from 2015. Seriously, who are these people? This looks like a box set of stunt doubles. Coming in at number 7 is the Spider-Man and MJ 2-pack that was released in 2019 and was a Target exclusive. This particular set is based on Spider-Man Homecoming, or possibly Far From Home, but it says Homecoming, even though it came out right around the time of Far From Home. I don't know. The timelines are mixed in my head ever since the whole Snap thing and we all disappeared for a while. Wait, that was the movies. COVID, Snap, same thing. As much as I did enjoy the Spider-Man movies, I can admit they're not perfect. The writing was pretty rough. But also, I like Zendaya, but that character of MJ, she's too iconic to change that much. Going from like super bubbly redhead flirt to like awkward nerdy girl, yeah, no. But like I said, Zendaya did a great job, but why doesn't she have a last name? Seriously, that's a young kid. How's she only get to go by one name already? Now I'll say this, the figures themselves, MJ looks pretty good, it's a good image. Meanwhile, Spider-Man, he's okay, but like, where's our alternate head so that you can have him unmasked in his like street clothes-ish with Spider-Man underneath? How about some wall-crawling hands? For a 2-pack, it's kind of light on the accessories, you know what I'm saying? Interestingly, this figure was completely clearanced out at my local Targets, but it's actually on the rise. It's actually ending auctions now above what its initial retail price was. My pick for number 7 is also the Spider-Man and MJ 2-pack, and I still miss me some redheaded, flirty MJ. You just hit the jackpot, Tiger. See what I mean? So flirty. Coming in at number 6 is the Thor and Sif 2-pack from 2018. This was again part of that MCU 10-year anniversary series. This is based on Thor the Dark World, which is pretty much definitively known as the worst Thor movie. I don't know that anybody would debate that. Where to begin on this thing? First of all, how is this the only Sif figure? Did Jaime Alexander only agree to do one action figure and they made this? It doesn't even look like her. Seriously, if this was a bootleg, this Sif figure would be the bootleg of the bootleg. Why can't we get a 4-pack with Sif and the Warriors 3? I need more fat representation in Marvel Legends. We're getting the Infinity Fat Thor, but I need more. Maybe it's just me, but this Sif looks closer to Arwen from Lord of the Rings than it does to Sif. If you want him, come and take him. And this Thor, like, first of all, what's up with that facial expression? Secondly, he doesn't look like Chris Hemsworth. Instead, he looks like the 4-way love child of Chris Hemsworth, Liam Hemsworth, Liam Neeson, and Triple H. Which begs the question, does this figure come with a particular set of skills, or is he the cerebral assassin? My pick for number 6 is the aforementioned Star-Lord Nego 2-pack. Coming at number 5 is the exclusive Grandmaster and Collector 2-pack that came out in 2019 and was an SDCC exclusive. The collector figure is based on Benicio del Toro's appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy, while the Grandmaster is based on Ragnarok, and I'm pretty sure it's the same Grandmaster figure that we got in the core Grandmaster 2-pack, but I could be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure. The Grandmaster, I think, looks pretty much like Jeff Goldblum. I do an impression for you here, but I am not great at Jeff Goldblum, sorry. And Benicio del Toro looks, you know, he looks pretty good. He doesn't look like Benicio del Toro in the movies. Like, when I think Benicio, I think Usual Suspects. I imagine him saying things like, him the keys, you'll come.
Earmuffs.
My pick for number 5 is the Falcon and Winter Soldier 2-pack, because he doesn't come with a head without goggles. Seriously, does the guy wear goggles everywhere? Coming in at number 4 is the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 3-pack that was released in 2015 as a Toys R Us exclusive. R.I.P. Toys R Us. Alright, I know this got number 4, but come on, this isn't bad at all. Sure, Nick Fury looks like he's got a stick up his butt, but the faces on them all look pretty darn good. Except Nick Fury's probably could be better. I can see him being, like, just outside the top 10. Plus, you can totally take Agent Coulson and double him on your Men in Black toy shelf if you have a Men in Black toy shelf. My pick for number 4 is the Ghost and Luis 2-pack, because Ghost looks cool, but Luis, not so much. Coming in at number 3 is the Iron Man, Pepper Potts, and Mandarin 3-pack that was released back in 2018 as part of the MCU 10-year anniversary collection. This set is, of course, based on the mostly hated Iron Man 3, which, of course, had fire-breathing Guy Pearce, because why not? I need to admit to you now that I have an irrational hate for this set. First of all, we don't need Pepper Potts in our sports bra. I get it, guys like it. Yeah, okay, yeah. Secondly, the Mandarin's cross-eyed. I'm not calling him the Mandarin anymore. It's Trevor, okay? Trevor. Next, personally, one of the ugliest Iron Man armors there are, in my opinion. And lastly, $70 for this 3-pack? No, this is 3 normal figures. 2 years ago, this should have been $60 maximum. So yes, I hate this set. My pick for number 3 is the Hawkeye Black Widow Quantum Suit 2-pack. Coming in at number 2 is the just mentioned Black Widow and Hawkeye Quantum Suit set from Avengers Endgame. This was released in 2019 and it was a Target exclusive, and it's from one of my favorite scenes of the entire movie, so it hurts me to see this done so poorly. Like, seriously, this makes Big Nerdy cry more than Ghost, Ode Yeller, and Armageddon combined. Daddy's not coming home, Gracie. Oh man. The face scans are bad. In fact, these are some of the worst face scans that Hasbro has done in recent years, because now Hasbro's killing it with pretty much every face scan they put out. We really need to see this 3-pack redone with, like, faces of, you know, Hawkeye and Black Widow instead of whoever it is in those packs. My pick for number 2 is that Thor and Lady Sif 2-pack that I mentioned earlier that I also really, really hate. Alright, it's time to figure out what the worst boxed MCU set of all time is. Are you ready? Let's go to number 1. Coming in at number 1 is the Ghost and Luis 2-pack that was released in 2019 and is based on the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie. I don't care for this at all, but in my mind, this is not the worst MCU box set. No, for me, the MCU box set that was the worst is the Iron Man, Pepper Potts, Trevor 3-pack from the fire-breathing Guy Pearce Iron Man movie. Told you I had an irrational hatred for that. But fear not, it's not the only thing I have an irrational hatred for. Check out the playlist here that has all of my Marvel Legends worst of lists. Click it, watch it, commiserate the pain with me. Till next time, remember, you have to get old, but you don't have to grow up. Just be cool and stay nerdy.